When it comes to Group 1 mile races at Sha Tin, Glorious Days is lethal. Nowadays, the John Size trained gelding has a mortgage on these races and will be gunning for another glorious moment in the Stewards Cup.
Glorious Days, it's his day today in the Stewards Cup, and Glorious Days comes away from Dan Excel and California Memory.
On Hong Kong's biggest day of the season in December, the 6-year-old pulled off one of his most extraordinary career performances yet, winning the Hong Kong Mile first up.
Packing Wiz going to third, the Glorious Days. Great training performance by John Size, going in cold and winning the Hong Kong Mile, Glorious Days.
When hopping off the horse following his first trial since then on January 10, Douglas White was still in awe of the win.
It was a great performance, something that you sit back and think, wow. His trial this morning was the typical Glorious Days. I think John was in two minds whether to trial him or not, but he doesn't do much in track work, and he certainly felt nice and fresh within himself. There were no real hiccups. If anything, he's learnt and become wiser to the fact that it's not necessary to sort of come with that enormous turn of foot on the all-weather track like he has done in some of his previous trials leading into the big ones, which might have knocked the edge off him. So he had the pacifiers on today, which also just keeps him a little bit under control, and as opposed to the blinkers. But action-wise, mental-wise and fitness-wise, I couldn't fault him.
Gold Fun, the horse he mowed down in the Hong Kong Mile, will be facing up to him again. It was on this very day last year, as a 4-year-old, that he emerged as one of the region's best talents, winning the Classic Mile. That performance led to a gallant third placing in the Hong Kong Derby, behind his stablemate Akid Mufid, a notable absentee from this weekend's lineup. Like Glorious Days, Gold Farm is best at a mile. 5 of his 6 wins since joining the Gibson stable from Ger Lyons in Ireland have been at this distance. And a bit like his esteemed rival Glorious Days, he doesn't need a few runs during a campaign to wind up to his best. He too is explosive on fresh legs. Reigning Hong Kong Horse of the Year, Military Attack, will be making his return in the Stewards Cup. The highest rated horse in the field, he's back after his 4th in the Hong Kong Cup. His stablemate Dominant was successful on International Day, winning the Hong Kong Vase in what was a surprise to many.
Dunedin storming home, but it's Dominant in front with 100 metres to run. The Foog and Dunedin can't get there, and Dominant.
One of 5 runners for more in the Stewards Cup, Dominant is one of the least likely threats. However, his lower-rated barnmate Same World should run well at odds after his very impressive win in the January Cup at Happy Valley. Under yet another masterful ride by Brazilian star Joe Moreira, he caught his rivals napping. All the other usual suspects will be there at post time, the likes of Dan Excel, Blazing Speed and Packing Wiz. But it's hard to see any of them toppling the big names in a race that will likely see a repeat of the Hong Kong Mile finish. It's just a matter of in what order.